We read with dismay a report in the Punch newspaper of Wednesday, August 16, 2017, in which one of the associations of retirees, the Forum of 2011-2012 pensioners, led by one Mr. Omaniyi Lesami, falsely alleged that the state government of Osun paid political office holders who served between November 2010 and November 2014 the sum of 50 million naira each as severance allowance. This allegation is preposterous, malicious, and false in its entirety. It is absolutely unreasonable and ludicrous for anyone to suggest that a state government will give each political office holder a 50 million naira each severance allowance at this period when every available kobo is being mopped to pay salaries and pensions, provide infrastructure and social services, and run a modest government. It is even totally reckless and irresponsible for any newspaper to have published such bacam. It is a new law for journalism. For the avoidance of doubt, the severance allowance of political office holders has been set in accordance with the State of Osun Public and Political Office Holders and Revised Remuneration Package Law 2007, Section 4, Subsection 1 and 2, Schedule B, which recommends 300% of basic salary as severance allowance. This recommendation was also taken on advisement from the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission, which recommends 300% of basic salaries. However, the State of Osun law referenced above as a proviso of beneficiaries having successfully completed a full-time or on pro rata basis after a minimum of 2-year period of tenure. With these arrangements, only the governor and his deputy are entitled to 6.6 million naira and 6.3 million naira respectively. However, the governor returned his check to the treasury, having waived his right to earn salary since he assumed office. Two principal officers qualified for 4 million naira each. 15 political office holders received 3 million naira each, and while 18 others received 2.8 million naira each. This was over a year ago. Governor Aregbesola demonstrated sensitivity to the financial situation in the state when he did not constitute a cabinet for more than 2 years. When he eventually did, he put all political office holders on half salary. How then could he have paid 50 million naira each to political office holders as severance allowance? Mr. Ilesami and his ilk have embarked on a campaign of calumny against the government, hiding under the plight of pensioners, telling barefaced and egregious lies, making outrageous claims and inciting the people against the government. He moves around with a motley crowd and they parade themselves as representing the whole company of dignified and respectable retirees in the state. He has constituted himself into an insidious political opposition, riding on the sentiment of the sympathy and respect the larger society has for retirees and senior citizens. Mr. Ilesami and his group openly campaigned for the opposition party candidate in the 2014 governorship election in the state, hiding under the cloak of retirees. He used the same platform to openly campaign for the candidate of the same opposition party in the last senatorial election in the state, curiously only in the cities where election held. This is an abuse of privilege and it should desist from this less than honorable path. As a private citizen, he is at liberty to join any political party and exercise his freedom of association and political participation as he deems fit. He should, however, not drag the respectable, decent, and cultured Omaluabi retirees into his filthy political waters. If he has any evidence that the state government paid any sum beyond what is quoted above, he should bring it up for the benefit of the public. It is most regrettable that a national newspaper will willingly lend its platform to be used for propagating falsehood and deception. The hallmark of journalism is investigation. There will be 1,001 claims, as there are claimants, each with his or her own motive and sinister agenda. It is the professional duty of a newspaper that clearly impinges on its integrity to investigate a claim and establish a truth before publishing. If it wants to serve the cause of truth and justice, it is the cardinal principle in journalism that while comments are free, facts are sacred. A newspaper that publishes a false claim assaults the sensibilities of its readers, betrays public trust, and is an enemy of the open society. The media are therefore enjoined to first investigate and verify any claim made by any group or individual before publishing, in order not to drag its integrity in the mud. The media and members of the public can always approach the Bureau of Communication and Strategy, Office of the Governor, Ministry of Information, and especially the Ministry of Finance and Office of the Accountant General for clarification on relevant information on any financial matter.